All right, let's try this one. Atom Bomber. The 50s were wild, yo. Practice bombing, improve your score. Not sure accuracy is the real concern here, Billy. We've got this Atom Bomber, and looks like you fly it over and try to drop atom bombs on things. Automatic metal bomb released, all metal bomb, colorful target box. You remember this? There used to be like things where the box itself was like part of the, part of the toy. Okay, again, as I've mentioned multiple times before, I'm 100 years old here. So, but I remember there used to be games and where the box itself might be part of the part of the toy. Um, all right, we're gonna do this search with Google Lens. One of the things I'll note here is that when you do search with Google Lens on some pages where it can gather enough context, it will suggest these things: analyze the historical context, explain the photo's message, what is the intended audience, interpret it. In general, I have found that I'm usually better off just getting a very high level pass on it to start. Now, here we get the AI overview. One thing I'll say about AI overview that I've noticed recently is it's become, to my, at least to my, in my observation, it's become much more descriptive about images and much less aggressive about making a guess. And I think actually that's good. This here says toy is an atom bomber. Images, social media posts, displaying an advertisement. So it's really just describing what is in this, right? And I think what this is doing is, at least for the images where it is pretty tricky and there's a lot of misfires, is really pushing you to go to a follow-up or something of that nature. We're going to hop over to AI mode here, and we're going to get more detail on this. And we get, in this case, we get the manufacturing corporation. And it's an example of an atomic age toy. I have a whole set of examples actually, of atomic age stuff, some of which is false and some of which is true, and a lot of which is in between. It's just such an interesting area to use as misinformation examples, because it's a weird time that is beyond a lot of our understandings, right? And so a lot of stuff that looks like it can't possibly be true is true. And you can, of course, if you wanted to create your own set of lessons here, you could, of course, use AI to create some stuff that is AI that is like this, and and try to figure out which things are AI and which things are not. All right, that's just an idea, free idea for a class that you could do. Atomic age, and in reality and in AI. So toy details, it's largely what we thought, right? It's a metal or plastic airline. It has a button to release a small metal atom bomb. You kind of fly it over, you release it, and try to hit one of those holes. It's yeah, there's also other things that you find, like the Atomic Energy Lab kit, which had actual uranium samples. The atomic age was really, really strange. I don't think people understand. Now, what can I say about this besides this is I think pretty good, but we do want to check it. One question you might have is, what's a good source for something like this? One of the things is going to be, if you could find it here in Atomic Culture from Columbia University, that would be ideal. Yeah, Atom Bomber. That's a pretty good source right there, right? I think. Why isn't it showing up? Atomic Culture. See the atom bomber right there? I can't get to it. There we go. Get it. Yeah. So this is a great source here. Now, if we went over here, what else do we have? Facebook, not so great. A lot of this is Oh, so this is something that you should know. A decent auction site can actually be a pretty good source sometimes for like a toy or something like that, some historical artifact. The best you're going to do is find it on an auction site. If it's a reputable auction site, they should have to describe it accurately. If they don't describe it accurately, then that can cause problems for them. Down the road if they're selling something that's inaccurately described. Probably not small errors, but if they describe something as being from 1943 and it's actually from 1958, then that's not good for them. So they do expend some effort in looking through in writing these descriptions. And so we get a description here, and we get to look at some of the materials here. So it's interesting. It seems to me like I'm no atomic scientist, but it seems to me that this was a very quickly repurposed game that's not quite getting the atomic part of atomic bombs. As we see here, that you're trying to target an atomic bomb to hit a tank, a railway gun, a truck convoy, or a supply dump. So there's a little bit of a disconnect going here. But my guess is, of course, that they had a game that was sort of like Bomber, and the atomic age happened, and the way that they dealt with that is they said, "Hey, let's call it Atom Bomber, but have exactly the same gameplay." So kind of a fascinating little point there. Interesting. So there's other games like Bombs Away. Looks like a game that I don't know how Bombs Away works. Oh, it's a dartboard game. I mean, I think just showing that there's other sorts of bomb games, and this is really probably just a what is this one? Safe, harmless, giant atomic bomb. What is this? All right, I could get deep into the weeds. I got to do it. I got to do it. I know I shouldn't YOLO stuff like this in the middle of a thing, but I got to do it. Do we got anything on this? Oh, this actually decided to kind of give us a Royal Tot Manufacturing. How did it work? Same thing? Is that the one? That looks like the one. Make sure you look at the pictures when you're doing this. A safe, harmless, cap shooting giant atomic bomb. All right. I'm not going to dig too much deeper into this one in front of you, although I am absolutely going to take this photo and use that as a and post that on social media for the clicks. So that's all for today. Thanks.